So please, everyone, remember to always drive safely. And never drive if you've been drinking. This is Arthur Carlson speaking. Thank you.
That was another controversial message from station manager Arthur Carlson here at WKRP. And if you'd like to rebut safe driving, please write in care of this station. And now let's have a little Miss Candy Think. How you doing, Cora?
Can I talk?
Sure, yeah.
Should I whisper?
No, I got a record playing.
Oh, good.
Sit down.
Thank you.
How about sneaking a little Ella for you tonight, huh?
That'd be nice.
Adela? Ella? Adela?
Either one.
You got it?
Venus, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Are you a high school graduate?
College graduate. Carlisle State Teachers College.
What would you have done if you hadn't finished school?
Oh, I don't know. You sure don't need to be a college graduate to do this job.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Carl? You look a little down tonight.
Yeah, I guess I do. Oh, Venus, I got trouble at home.
What's wrong, Carl?
My little boy, Arnold. He's just 16, and now he's telling me, he says he's going to quit school. Just like that. He told me yesterday.
Sorry, Cora.
Venus, I don't work like I do for him to do something like that. I was for 7 years now, saving for his college. And now he's not even going to graduate from high school?
Well, you know how kids are these days. They need time to find themselves.
Find themselves? I can't find him. Nobody can. He's always gone, running the streets with his friends, messing all kinds of stuff.
Well, you tell him if he doesn't shape up, I'll come over to that house and I'll go upside his head.
I wish you would do that.
Yeah, and I would, too.
Yeah, it'd be good for him to talk to somebody like you. A person who's made something of themselves.
Well, you send him up here. I'll talk to him.
Oh, Venus, would you?
Sure.
Well, what time should I tell him?
Time? Go, I don't know. How about 4 o'clock tomorrow?
I'll make sure he's here. And thank you so much, Venus.
No problem.
Well, I guess I better be getting back to work.
Okay.
He's just a big, dumb fool. That's all he is. Just a big, dumb fool.
Yeah. How big?
No, he's about your height.
Kind of skinny like me, huh?
No, He looks like, a regular man.
A regular man at 16?
Uh-huh. He's bad, too. Real bad.
How you mean bad? You mean like he's a bad little boy or that cat's bad?
No. You know, bad.
Right.
But watch out, he can be real tricky.
Oh, tricky, huh? Big tricky.
And bad.
Bad. Yeah. Big tricky and bad.
Well, thank you, Venus. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure. Hey, no problem at all. I can't help. I'm from the streets. I'm used to handling big, bad, tricky men. What time do you have?
Oh, I'm not wearing my watch today.
Oh.
What time do you have?
4:50.
Thank you.
Arnold?
Yeah.
I'm Venus Flytrap.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Venus.
Hi.
Jennifer.
Jennifer. I've read through these papers just like you asked.
Mr. Carlson, you were supposed to sign them, not read them.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. How's it going, Venus?
Fine, I see. And you?
Oh, it's awfully busy. It never seems to stop.
Yes, sir. Well, I didn't know you were going to bring all your friends down with you.
I didn't know I was going to have to come up here either.
Well, nobody forced you to.
That's right.
You want to have your buddies wait for you downstairs?
be down in about 5 minutes.
Let's go back here.
Okay.
They're signed.
Your name?
Yeah.
Let's see, where can we talk here?
Don't you have your own office?
No, I don't, Arnold. Yes, Arnold, this is Miss Bailey Quarters. Bailey, this is Arnold.
Well, hello, Arnold. Venus told me all about you. I know that sometimes it may not seem like it's worth the effort, but I think that school pays off in the long run, no matter what you decide to do later on. Of course, I could be wrong. And I probably am.
Thank you, Bailey.
You're welcome, Venus. Well, I just guess I'll gather up my work here and blow out of here so you two can just talk by yourselves.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Let's go over here, all right? You want to sit down?
No, I don't think so.
You're a real tough guy, aren't you? Real bad dude, right?
Well, 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 what have we here? Hi, I'm Les Nessman, Senior News Director. You must be Arnold Isley. I know your mother very well. Welcome to WKRP, and feel free to ask any questions. All this is not as complicated as it looks.
Thank you, Les, but Arnold, I wonder if we could talk privately.
Certainly, I'll just step into my office and shut my door.
Les, we were hoping we may have to use your office, too.
Oh, certainly. I understand.
What's he on?
Ovaltine.
You know, I just can't help noticing that both you gentlemen are black.
Oh, God.
I've recently taken quite an interest in Negro culture.
Is that right?
Les.
You may not know this, Arnold,
Les.
but most of the few truly original contributions this country has made to society have come from black Americans. Take, for instance, the language. Now, I personally think it's stagnating in England, but here in the U.S. it is vibrant and growing. And why? And why?
Why?
Black input, Arnold, that's why.
Les, look, I was...
Then, of course, we have music. It's not my favorite subject, but it's one I can articulate. If the Beatles are the construct of modern music, and I use that word construct incorrectly, surely they were given birth to by Elvis Presley, a giant for sure, but the product of the black experience. Ergo, and I use that word correctly, blacks created modern music. Scratch an Allman Brother, and you have black. Scratch Billy Joel, and you have Howling Wolf. I could go on, but my mother is in town. Let's just say that every white rock and roll musician working today should take half of his or her paycheck and mail it directly to Chuck Berry. At least that's what I think, and I won't even go into jazz. Arnold, enjoy your visit to the station. Venus, nice visiting with you, too.
Right on,
Did you
Les.
tell him all that?
No. No, I
Who is that?
That's Fever. He hates his apartment, so he sleeps around the station.
That's Dr. Fever?
Yeah.
He don't look like his voice.
Yeah.
You don't either.
I don't?
Nah. You sound white to me.
You know, Arnold, I really don't care what you think about me. I'm just trying to help your mother.
Yeah? And how you gonna do that?
You know, I've seen your type before. You're gonna be a big loser, man. Life's gonna run you over like a giant steamroller.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I tell you what. Here's $100. Why don't you go out and buy yourself a new jacket? That's how life's running me over.
Don't you give that money to your mother?
I tried. I can't. She won't take it.
Do you love your mama?
Yeah, I love my mama.
Well, give me 30 minutes, man. We'll go somewhere else and we'll talk. Just you and me, one-on-one. What do you say?
Okay, why not? I'm here, ain't I?
Hi, brothers. Cowabunga, Uncle Bob! Here's that $100 bill I lost yesterday. I thought it was gone. I looked all over the place for it. This is strange. Life itself is strange. Donation.
Let's go, Anna.
See, Mr. Carlson, these editorials of yours, I mean, they're good. I mean, they're darn good. Now, I'm not saying that they're not. And, there's Bailey, not for a minute.
Not for a minute. I'm not neither is Annie, Mr. Carlson.
Oh, no, sir. Now, what we are saying is that sometimes your editorials are just a little bit mild.
You can't have a hot item all the time.
I know that, but, sir, since you've been doing this now, you've come out in favor of good roads, better education, and spring. You came out in favor of spring, Mr. Carroll.
What's wrong with spring? I like spring. Can't I talk about the seasons? I mean, why does everything have to be so negative today?
Well, it's a down time, Mr. Carlson.
Now, just listen to me for just 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. I didn't know. We'll go do it in the storeroom, all right?
Look, I just want to get this over with.
Come on. Where'd you get the $100 bill?
On the street.
Rolling drunk, selling drugs?
No, man, you got me all wrong.
Yeah, you are a member of a gang, though.
No, it's a social club, you know what I mean? A gentleman's club.
Yeah, and you're the president of this gentleman's club.
That's right.
That means you're the strongest and the smartest.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're strong and you're smart. I just want to verify that.
Yeah, I'm strong and I'm smart.
Good. I'm not surprised. So why you want to drop out of school?
It's wasting my time.
Maybe. Main reason is you don't like it, do you?
Yeah, I guess so.
How come?
Because it's wasting my time.
No. You don't like school because you look like a dummy in there.
What are you talking about?
You look like an idiot in class.
A what?
An idiot.
Look out now.
Hey, I'm looking out. I'm looking out. And I see a smart guy who isn't so smart when a teacher asks him a question. It's embarrassing, ain't it?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah, you would. There ain't nobody like to do anything to make him look dumb, and school makes you look dumb.
I run that school, my man.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm not saying you don't, but you don't look good in class, and you don't like it, do you?
You saying I'm dumb?
No. I'm saying you ain't strong.
You want to see just how strong I am, you keep on talking.
Do you know what strong is?
What?
Strong is not caring what anybody think about you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I don't care what anybody thinks, especially you.
What if you start paying attention in class instead of being cool and causing a lot of trouble? How would your friends react to that? Huh? What would your lieutenants think about that?
Doesn't matter, because I ain't going to do it.
But could you do it? Could you be that strong?
Yeah, I could be that strong.
You're a very special man, Al.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Too bad you're dumb.
But don't start that again.
You know what's really dumb, Arnold? You think they're trying to make you take something.
They are.
Arnold, those teachers don't care about you that much, man. If you're not buying what they're selling, to hell with you. They're just going to promote you right out of there. Look, man, you believe they're trying to make you take something. I'm telling you, they got something that belongs to you. It's yours. It's your right to have what they got. And if they won't give you an education, man, you got to steal it from them. You got to stand up and say, hey, teacher, I don't understand. Repeat that again. And they get tired of repeating that and then put you in a special class and call it remedial just to embarrass you. You got to tell them you don't give a damn what they call it, and that you're too strong to be embarrassed, and you want what's coming to you.
Why do I want it, huh? I mean, what good is an education for a guy like me? And don't have me all that bull about jobs and money either, because the unemployment line's filled with people with education, including college degrees, am I right?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's no guarantee, man.
So what's the point of going back to school?
You want to know what I think, man? I think there are only two things anybody cares about in this world. One, survival. Two, conquest.
What about sex?
That's part of survival.
Okay.
And so is an education, man. You've got to have an education to survive. Now, I'm not going to tell you that because you've heard that 100 times before. I won't bore you with that.
Good.
I'm not going to bore you with that because a dude like you's not into survival. No, you're into conquest. You conquer out there in the street and you like that. You get conquered in the classroom and you don't like it, do you?
No.
Have you conquered math, man, or has math conquered you? Who's the toughest dog in that fight, you or math?
Math.
How come?
How come?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, tell me, what do you think it is?
I don't know.
Well, do you pay attention in class?
No.
Well, what is it, man? I'm asking you, Arnold.
Maybe it's because I'm dumb.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Don't be telling me I'm not dumb. I'm telling you, I'm dumb.
Arnold, you're smart. You're the president of your gang.
It's different.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. In school, they got geometry and English and biology. And I just don't understand a thing about it, man. I just don't get any of it.
Well, what about chemistry?
That's the hardest one.
Did they teach you anything about the atom?
The atom, year after year, and I don't know the first thing about it.
I can give you the basics of the atom in 2 minutes. You'll understand it perfectly and remember it for months.
2 minutes? You crazy, you know that?
If I can teach you about the atom in 2 minutes, will you go back to school and finish out the year? How about it, huh? Come on, you're a betting man. How about it, Arnold?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, sure. You got it.
I got your word?
Yeah, you got my word. In 2 minutes.
We got a deal.
Yeah, we got a deal.
All right, sit down.
Okay.
Okay. There are 3 gangs on the street, right?
Yeah, 3 gangs.
And this right here is the territory. Now, here is the neighborhood. Got that?
Yeah.
And right in the middle of this neighborhood is a gang called the New Boys.
Yeah, the New Boys. Good name.
Okay. Out here on the outside of the neighborhood, on the edge of the neighborhood, is another gang. You know, these are real negative dudes, really negative, right?
Right.
Now, they call themselves the elected ones.
All right, the elected.
You got that? Really negative. They don't like nothing, see?
Right.
Now, they all the time out here circling around the neighborhood, just circling, you know? Checking out the New Boys. Now, the New Boys see this. And they get, you know, they figure there's something wrong here, so they make a deal with another gang. A gang of very happy-go-lucky guys. They call themselves the Pros. The Pros. Now, the Pros are very positive cats. You see, they got all the good-looking women, right?
Yeah.
Right. See, now the Pros and the elected ones, the interesting thing, they hate each other. So much so that they keep the same number of members in the gang, just in case you did.
Right.
So if I got 10 elected ones, how many Pros do I have?
10.
All right. Now, how many gangs do I have?
3.
Name them.
The New Boys, the elected ones, and the Pros.
All right. Who's here?
The elected ones?
All right. Now, what are they, negative?
Yeah, negative.
All right. Now, who's positive?
The Pros, and you're running out of time.
All right. Now, you see right here, the Pros and the New Boys, they call their hangout the nucleus. Yeah. Now, see, that's a real tough word. It's Latin. But I kind of think it's Swahili, and it means center.
Yeah? What is it?
It's nucleus. Say it.
Nucleus. Is that really African?
Say it.
Nucleus.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. Give you another Swahili word. It's tron. Yeah, it means dude.
Yeah, Tron. Dude.
All these gangs like that name so well that they all decide to use it. For instance, the Pros right here in the middle start calling themselves the Protons. And the New Boys, well, they start calling themselves the Neutrons. And out here on the edge here, the elected ones, they start calling themselves the
The electrons, the protons, and the neutrons.
Yeah. And all this right here, this is the neighborhood. This is block after block of nothing. You understand block after block of nothing, don't you?
Yeah, I know all about that. And your time is up, Professor DJ.
Good. I was finished anyway. Now you go on back to school, man.
School? Man, all I know about is a bunch of damn gangs that live in a round neighborhood.
Arnold, that's the atom. That's it, man. That's it. What's this right here? Huh?
Protons and neutrons.
All right, and they call this the what?
Nucleus.
All right, what are these guys up here?
Electrons.
Are they negative or positive?
Negative.
And how do they move?
Round and round.
And if I got 2 of them, how many protons do I have?
2.
Now, are protons negative or positive?
Positive.
All right, and what's all this right here?
Oh, that's the neighborhood.
Which is?
Nothing.
You got it, man. You get an A. You know, know this stuff backwards and forwards.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, what good is it gonna do me? I mean, I ain't never seen an atom. I can't touch it.
Arnold, you've got to learn to live beyond your fingertips, man. I mean, you got to start believing in things you can't see.
I see what I see.
Is Africa a place?
Yeah.
You ever been there?
No?
Is it still there?
Yeah.
This thing here, man, this thing you call your body, that's what atoms are when they get together in a certain way. It's what everything is. It's what we all are. And you know that 95% of the people in this country don't know what you know about it, and you conquered it in 2 minutes. Now, how does that make you feel?
I guess kind of good.
That's the joy of conquest, the joy of learning. And that's why you should go back to school.
You know, man, you should teach school.
Yeah, well,
You did, didn't you?
No, never did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I tell you what, I did lie about one thing. Those words being Swahili. No, black kids seem to learn faster when they think it's about their own culture. Just a little white lie, okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna finish out the year?
You won, man.
No, Arnold, you won.
Okay.
And another thing, Arnold, you're probably not gonna find a teacher as good as me again, so, when the class starts getting very boring, you pay particular attention and break it down into something you can identify with. Okay?
Sure.
I'll say hello to your mother tonight.
Yeah. Me too.
That atom stuff is terrific, man. I never understood it before, you know.
Why didn't you tell me you were back there?
Well, I tried, but I was asleep. How long did you teach, man?
3 years, but I couldn't cut it, so I quit.
You never told me about that.
It's not the kind of thing I'm proud of.
Oh, come on. But if you got some time, I'm wide awake. I'll buy you a drink, all right?
You got it.
All right. Can you teach me about magnets?
WKRP in Cincinnati will be back after this.
All right, my children, it's time for us to get mellow and listen to the mellifluous voice of...
Venus! You did it!
Miss Delarese.
You did it!
Kind of on the air there.
Well, play something for me, baby.
Well, way ahead of you. I got Della on board.
It's not that easy being green. That's nice. Think it will last, Venus? Think you'll stay in after the year's out?
Oh, I don't know, Cora. The odds are kind of against it.
Yeah.
Well, I had to be honest.
Sure.
Hey, but look, the odds were against me, and look how I turned out. I mean, I'm so beautiful.
You are, too.
Well, cute, maybe.
No, baby, you're beautiful.
I guess there's no point in arguing with you, is there? Great. I gotta spend my morning color-coding albums while Andy's off somewhere having a vacation.
Hot Mic. Available now in the greater Cincinnati area, and it's 20 minutes before 10 on the mighty KRP. This is your house physician delving deep into his little black bag for a dose of medicinal music from way back in 1965, Mr. Wilson Pickett.
You know, it really hurts me to think you're gonna do this, man. I mean, I can't believe it. It's so shallow.
No, I think it'll be fun and good for your career, Johnny.
What career? He's got a career. He doesn't need a career.
Right, all I need is money.
It's always the money, isn't it? You know, you used to be my idol, man.
Yeah.
Because you were different. I mean, you stayed away from things like this.
Need I remind you that I have 2 growing ex-wives to support? You have any idea how much it costs to keep bitter, vindictive women happy?
You did television before, didn't you, Johnny?
Yeah, once I did a little commercial. It wasn't very good.
It was good. It was 150 rock and roll classics for $1.
Yeah, it wasn't good. They were about 20 seconds
Yeah,
long.
but you were good.
See, all I'm gonna do is do what I'm doing right here, but they're gonna point a camera at me and they're gonna give me $500 a week. Andy says he thinks it'll help build an audience for my morning show.
He needs the money.
I do need the money. I owe Bailey.
A lot. You know how much he owes me?
Yeah, I know. I owe you too. For what I think were rigged football games.
They were not rigged.
Come on, man. There was something deeply weird about that Ohio State game.
You lost that game fair and square, Mr. TV.
I am not Mr. TV. And that's the whole point, man. When you look at television, you never see rock and roll really presented well, you know, and I think I've got a chance here to kind of make...
Do you think they're going to let you do what you want to do?
Well, they hired me. Now, I don't think they're going to pay me for something I can't do.
Venus, I think you're jealous.
Jealous? Yeah. I can do television. I've done it before.
Oh?
Yeah, not often, but I did it.
Yeah? What did you do?
Kitty show.
A what?
A kitty show.
Uncle Venus!
No, I was Sailor Ned.
Sailor Ned.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're going to be.
Anyway, Bailey, I want you to know I appreciate your support in this.
Well, you got it, Johnny.
Yeah, so you'll take me down there, huh?
Oh, no, Johnny. I've got something important to do.
What?
I don't know, but I remember it as being something extremely important.
I'll take you down there.
Oh, no, man. I don't want you to come near a TV station that some of it might rub off on you.
No, I'll take you in there so you won't bump into anything.
No. I'll walk, I'll hitchhike. I'll be all right.
No, I want to take you.
It's awful hard to say no to Uncle Ned.
Sailor Ned.
I'm sorry.
You know, I had a little dance. Little ho-ho-do-do-do. Yeah, I have my own theme song and everything.
Give it a chance.
Hey, John, this is show business.
Yeah. I just asked her for a couple of good turntables, you know, but...
John! There he is, the star of our show. Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you. This is my man, Venus Flytrap. This is Avis Dropkin. She hired me.
Oh, hi.
I know Venus. I listen to you all the time. I love your stuff.
I do.
Hey, you know, you might be right for another show we're developing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
He doesn't like television.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I used to be Ned. Had a little dance.
Yeah.
Really? Excuse me just 1 second, will you? I've got a surprise for you. You stay right there. Max, where's that stand-up?
All that stuff about being poor. Yeah, I see why you took this gig. That's a nice-looking lady.
Oh, come on. You don't think another pretty face gonna turn my head, do you?
Right off your shoulders.
Hey, man, I mean, it's just for the money, you know. That is all. The rest of this is just gravy.
Wish I had a biscuit.
Okay, eat them up, George.
Hey, man, this is incredible. Look at this.
Yeah. Just kind of makes you want to dance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wait till you see this, John. Okay, Max, bring it right up here. Right there. Set it right down there. That's it. What do you think, John?
What is it?
Well, it's you. Don't you see it?
Me?
Yeah.
What is it for?
We're gonna put these in every record store in Cincinnati, and that is just the beginning.
No, Avis. It's bad trick photography. The head's too small for the body.
It is?
Oh, don't worry, it'll work. Your head is too small for your body.
Thank you, Ned. Let's see what we've got here. Barry Manilow, Barry Gibb, Barry White. You forgot Barry Goldwater.
Gee, I'm sorry. I thought you'd like it.
Not too much.
Well, you get used to it. It's television.
I can't play this stuff. I mean, here, I brought some records. See, Allman
Johnny,
Brothers, Ray
Johnny,
Charles, Buddy
honey,
Holly.
Listen to me. This is just for the opening show. It's just for the premiere. Get it off to a big push, you know? Then we'll go from there.
Why don't we push off in the right direction?
trust me. I know what I'm doing. Now, you're just a little nervous, that's all. We're getting close to airtime. I think you better change.
Change? Into what?
Oh, very funny.
I was just gonna wear this, you know.
Oh, Johnny, no, you can't wear that. You've got a whole wardrobe in your dressing room. It's over there. And you're gonna need some makeup. Now, listen, I tell you what. You go on over, and I'll meet you there, okay? Max, you made that damn head too small.
Wardrobe. Probably a clown suit.
I told you this was gonna happen. Well, it better not happen like that or it ain't gonna happen at all. I'll just have to straighten her out. It's simple.
In the meantime, you can put on some makeup. Maybe some rouge, little lipstick.
Yeah. Is that what Fireman Ned used to do?
Sailing Ned.
Well, this is my dressing room. At least until she gets here.
Wow, this is nice.
Well, it's just a dressing room, man. I mean, you don't think the doctor's gonna be bought out by a dressing room with a fully stocked bar.
I wonder when she's gonna do the other show.
Your show?
Yeah, just a thought.
Yeah. Well, you'll probably find out real soon, pal. She'll give you a little call and invite you out for dinner. Boy, we must have put down about 5 bottles of this over our dinner.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Where'd you sign the contract? At the dinner table or at her apartment?
Well, I really don't remember. But, you know, it's just a standard contract. Nothing much.
Well, I hope you had a lawyer look it over.
Hey, man, I can read. I have signed a few contracts in my day, you know. How do you think I got where I am?
Knock, knock. Are you decent?
No, I'm not. You hurry on in here.
Oh, you are funny.
Meh.
Champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Mind if I pour myself one?
Help yourself.
Not too much for you before airtime, though.
Yeah. About airtime, Avis. We gotta have a little chat here, because I think we got some problems.
Oh, wait a minute. You haven't changed yet. Your suits. I tell you, I don't know where my head is today. I completely forgot to show you your suits. Wait till you see these, Johnny.
Holy cow. That's really nice. They're really, disco suits.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to wear these?
Yeah.
What if people are eating while they're watching?
Johnny, what is wrong? I picked these out myself.
Oh, well, it's just all disco, you know. I mean, disco is dead, thank God.
John, this is a dance show. It's visual. It's physical. It's TV. I mean, kids don't dance to the Grateful Dead. I mean, I love them. You love them. We all do. Let's get a little mellow and listen to them sometime. But not here. Here is different, right, baby? Here we dance. So let's get dressed.
Avis, I don't do disco. It's like the man says. It's gotta be rock and roll music if you want to dance with me.
Well, Johnny, like the lady says, let's get dressed.
I remember that.
Good.
Well, then, why don't I dress like I'm dressed and play the records that I play?
I'm sorry. No.
Well, looks like it's time for Gotta Walk.
John,
You see, John won't play what you want.
just a moment,
Yeah.
please. Just a moment. Johnny, a lot of people have worked very hard on Gotta Dance to make it work. A lot of jobs are on the line here, including mine.
I'm sorry.
He's sorry. He really is sorry.
So you see, you cannot leave now, not at this late date. We're on the air in 45 minutes.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to be like this.
He didn't know.
Can't you just find somebody else?
You can find somebody else.
Samurai Ned is here.
I don't want anybody else. I want Johnny Fever. Look, John, I think what we should do is just cut right to the chase here. Now, if you walk out that door, they're going to call that breach of contract.
They? Who are they?
The people who own this station and 5 other ones. Now, I won't be able to stop them from suing you, and they will.
So let him.
John, do you think I want to see that happen? I mean, after... Baby, come on.
You ever try to get blood out of a stone? Well, Stone's his middle name.
You know, maybe I'm not making myself real clear here. Our backs are up against the wall. Oh, Johnny, I care about you. I don't want to see you ending up with nothing.
Well, listen, honey, I've been living on next to nothing for most of my life.
Well, listen, honey, you try living on a fourth of next to nothing for the rest of your life. Because it'll mean garnishment of your salary, and they will do it. Now, baby, don't be a fool. I have big plans for you in this show. And if you screw that up, they'll make you pay. Don't you think they won't?
Can't you just please find somebody else?
I don't want somebody else. I hired you, Johnny Fever, to get out there and smile and laugh and dance and shake your booty. Because that's what those kids expect, and my darling, that is exactly what you are going to give them. Now, I'm sorry that we have to talk like this. I don't like it. I'm a nice person, you know that. So why don't you shave, pick out an outfit, and get ready to dance. And I'm gonna go out and finish setting up, and I will be out there waiting for you. And one more thing. Good luck, baby. I love you. See you there.
Doesn't worry me. Nah.
Hey, are you gonna split?
Yeah. I gotta get back to radio. You remember radio? How about you?
Well, no, I think I better stay here and just make it real clear where I stand on television.
Yeah, I think you should talk to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to her, yeah?
Yeah, and absolutely, and you should start by telling her what you won't play, what you won't wear.
Right, records are closed and everything.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, Venus.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
How much time do we have?
I don't know.
Well, the set doesn't work.
I need more cord.
What?
I need more cord.
Oh, I'd be so nervous. I don't see how he can do it.
Come on, turn it on.
Yes, sir.
I want to see somebody I know personally on TV.
I need more cord.
Herb, that's all the cord you're gonna get.
Yes, ma'am.
It's on.
Oh, I'd be going crazy.
Here it comes. Here we
I'd
go.
be fainting by now.
Oh, we know, Bailey. Big deal. I was on TV once, coast to coast. Real families, remember that?
That's right, Herb. You were a national disgrace. This is only local.
Right.
Venus, you got here.
Just in time to see what they're gonna do without Fever.
What?
Big misunderstanding. Yeah, but my man turned them down. I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, what are they gonna do?
Hey, I don't know.
Shh, it's starting.
Here we go.
Get ready, Cincinnati, because here's the show that's got the town's toes a-tapping. Gotta dance! And here's your host, our own afternoon consulting physician, the man himself, Dr. Johnny Fever!
Howdy, hi, guys and gals. Hey, it's time for Gotta Dance. And we got a stack of wax from the beach for your feet. But first, a few words about Dr. Johnny Fever. Turns out the cat was a prima donna, so who needs him, huh? Right. Man was definitely stuck back in the 60s. And these are the 80s. So let's move with today. Let's move with the groove. Let's ride the tide. And that's me, Rip Tide. And I gotta dance. All right. Let's do it, Cincinnati. You ready? Let's start off with that enchantress from the silver screen, the incredibly soulful Miss Oblivious Nutrophy.
Puke. Amazing.
I don't believe it.
I don't either. I mean, imagine Johnny quitting and giving up all that money.
Herb. That is Johnny.
I knew that.
He knew that.
He always knows that.
Well, Johnny's all over the entertainment section this morning.
You mean Rip Tide? Why? Why couldn't he become famous here at KRP?
This review says he's the hottest thing to hit Cincinnati since Rosemary Clooney.
Why did he do it? Amazing. I don't understand it. Why would he make such a fool out of himself?
I thought he did a very nice job.
Oh, it was sickening.
Okay, it was sickening, but it worked, so it's good.
I don't know whether it was bad or good. I guess that's a point in my favor.
He's a star. A TV star.
He's only been on one day, Herb.
Well, that's how it is in television, Les. You got one day to make it, or you're gone.
Hi, Bailey.
Hi, Johnny.
Les.
Ooh. Thank you.
Hi, Big John. How's the guy? How you feeling?
Same as usual.
Did you see the paper? I mean, did you see your picture in the paper?
Herb, it's a bunch of hype, okay?
Oh, no. I'll get that. I'll get that.
Oh, thanks. So, did you like Riptide?
Oh, I loved him. It was genius. I mean, genius.
Yeah?
Oh, everybody loves you.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Rip.
Bailey, what'd you think?
Why don't you wash that stuff out of your hair?
I tried. It won't come out. Well, what did you think of Rip?
Well, gee, Johnny, I thought it was interesting, very interesting.
Tell the truth.
That's the truth. Oh, Johnny, I hated it. Why did you do it? Why? How could you do this to yourself, Johnny?
Look, I had to do it, Bailey.
Of course he did.
Yeah. I mean, it's contracts and legal stuff.
Sure it is.
I don't feel bad about doing it, though.
Of course you don't.
See, I had to save my own skin, so I came up with Riptide. And it's not a bad idea when you think about it.
Absolutely.
Look, I mean, I lucked into a great scam. I let this guy Riptide go on a goon binge for an hour a day. I pick up his paycheck. I mean, it's a great con. Do you see what I'm saying? I lucked into a good thing.
I guess.
Holy macrimony. I mean, the guy's getting it from both sides now for the first time in his miserable excuse for a career.
Thank you, Herb.
Oh, John, this could be big. I mean, really big. Oh, Dick Clark started out with a little local show, and the next thing you know, bingo, he's in 2,000 markets. And you know what? He never ages. Never.
Yeah, but that's Dick Clark. Riptide is not going to get 2,000 markets.
Hey, don't be too sure. I mean, this could be really big.
How big, John?
Well, my producer says that the station is looking for somebody to syndicate the show regionally.
Really?
Yeah.
Could I get in on this somehow?
Well, I don't know, Herb.
Well, I mean, I could be your publicist or anything.
It is television. There's probably plenty of room for guys like you.
Yeah.
You could be the next Alan Carr.
Alan Carr, right.
Let me tell you something, though, Bailey, because this is really staggering. See, if I understand my producer, what we have to get is a prime
demographic
in each of the top 10 markets.
And the secondaries will fall in line.
Yeah. Now, it's a rolling market strategy.
Right.
The rate card is based on the demographic slew.
Skew.
Skew, that's the word.
I knew it.
Yeah, our skew is heavy on teens, but if we can get the secondary and temporary... Tertiary 18 to 34s, we got a shot at the prime advertising dollar.
God, I love it.
Johnny,
Yeah.
do you realize that you just used the word skew and the word tertiary?
Yes, I did. It wasn't me talking. That was Riptide. Am I right, Herb?
Oh, you're so right. I'm about to faint.
See, that's Rip talking. That's not the doctor. The doctor is still too cool to discuss this nonsense. What does she know, right?
Right.
What do you know, right?
Oh, right.
Right. I'll tell you what I know, though. I gotta dance.
Oh, me too.
Ciao, kids.
Good Lord.
I gotta find out who in the hell Alan Carr is.
WKRP, Cincinnati.
All right, babies, this is the mighty KRP, and I'm Dr. Johnny Fever, the man who turned down the television show that's got Cincinnati dancing till it's dizzy. I'm talking about Gotta Dance on Channel 11 every afternoon at 4.
Hi.
Riptide is not my kind of guy. You got to admit the man is packed with charisma. The cat is hot, and you know I wouldn't lie to you.
That's Johnny promoting himself.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay with me.
It is?
Yeah, why not? Sounds like he's cooking.
Why not? Because he's behaving like a madman.
Someone else is new, huh?
Well, he doesn't know whether he's Dr. Johnny Fever or this new Riptide person who, by the way, kisses instead of shaking hands.
Well, you know, theoretically, he's neither fever or tide. He's Johnny Caravella.
Oh, good. Now he's 3 people. That's even better. Wait until you see him.
Where have you been?
I've been in Columbus.
Columbus?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I had to take a couple of days off of vacation.
In Columbus?
Yeah, I like Columbus.
Columbus?
Why you dressed like that?
Oh.
Well, the old Ripper's got a promo appearance this afternoon at a supermarket opening. I know, the guy is a stone drag, but the kids love him and he loves them right back. My wink is my word, diggity-voo.
We'll just sit him right down and we'll convince him.
Right. Tough cop, nice cop.
Right.
I'm the tough cop.
No, I'm the tough cop. You're the nice cop. You be nice, I'll be hard.
Right.
Come on now, we rehearse.
Right, I'm sorry. You're the nice cop.
I'm the tough cop.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I remember.
Where do you see these new strobe lights we've got? They're fantastic. We're gonna put them in the show today.
Man. Hi,
Venus, my man, how are you? Bailey, how are you, sweetheart?
Fine, John. Thank you.
Well, I think I'll get a move on.
Hey, Avis, this is Bailey. Bailey, Avis.
Hello, Bailey. Nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Hi.
Well, see you out on stage.
Yeah. So, who wants a drink?
No, thank you.
Sure?
Yeah.
So, what brings you two down here?
Well, we,
I know you want to see us do the show live, right?
No, John. You see, Bailey and I have come down here because, well, we want to,
Okay. I know why you're here. Matter of fact, I've just been wondering when this was going to happen. I mean, this is the part where you tell me it's necessary to save my soul, right?
well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate your friendship, but your concern is unnecessary. Believe me. I mean, I'm okay, right? If you just let me enjoy myself a little longer, huh? I mean, a little notoriety, a little bread for a change. You want me to look this gift horse in the mouth?
No.
Venus?
Hey, I really love you guys to death. Hug, hug, hug. Well, gotta dance. Okay, you kids make yourselves at home.
Was I the tough cop or the nice cop?
Right back with our big new dance contest segment, huh? But before we do that, I want to say one thing to all of you out there. God love each and every one of you. And just be stirred and stay tuned, because the old Ripper is going to get everybody ripped. So stick around, because there's a whole lot more coming on. Gotta dance!
I love the nightlife. I've got to forget on the disco.
And on the commodities exchange, hogs again took a mysterious stumble as soybeans and wheat made a shocking comeback. I'll have a personal observation on that hog stumble story on my 6 p.m. report. This is Les Nessman saying good day and may the good news be yours.
Having trouble with that winter tan?
Hiya, Rip.
It's Johnny, Les.
I know that. I'm just teasing. I love to tease.
Yeah, you're one of the world's great kidders, Les.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Les, stick around. I want to tell you something.
Are we gonna kid some more?
Just let me get a record going, huh?
So stop in at your local Total Tan salon, and you'll be a different person.
John, you forgot to introduce that record.
Yeah, I'll back announce it, okay? Sit down. I want to tell you what happened last night.
All right.
Okay, you're hip to Riptide and the costumes and the hype and everything, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Last night, I'm sitting around the pad, you know, I'm not doing much of anything. I'm just...
Me too. Well, that's what I was doing last night also.
Oh, so I'm not doing much.
Actually, I did do some ironing.
Good. Now, as I was saying, I'm just sitting around the pad, not doing much of anything, you know, and just all of a sudden I have this idea. What if I slipped into one of Rip's outfits, just went out, cruised a couple of clubs, you know, just checked out some bars.
You should have called me. We'd have fun together.
No doubt about it, Les. Anyway, I'm sitting there, you know, and I can't decide, you know. Should I do this? Shouldn't I do it? I don't know. I've been thinking about it for maybe an hour or so. And all of a sudden, the Rip in me says, hey, why not go for it? Grab all you can. So I do it. And it was fantastic, Les. I mean, I just freaked out every place I went, you know. It's free drinks. People are trying to give me things, you know what I mean? And chicks are crawling all over me. I mean, they love the old Ripper. They can't get enough of him, you know?
Chicks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, Johnny.
Yeah!
Well, go on.
That's the end of the story, Les.
Oh. I enjoyed it.
I'm so glad.
Not much kidding, though.
No, you can't have everything, Les.
No. Well, see you around, old Ripper.
Johnny.
Right.
Dee-doo-doo, da-da-da-da, and I love it, I love it, I love it. And here's somebody else I really love, and I know you're gonna love him too. It's Mr. Elvis Presley.
Elvis's version. Elvis copied him a lot, and you can hear that. Or you could hear it if I wasn't talking on top of the record.
You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes.
I've been talking to you guys about this for 2 days. Why won't you listen to me? Why won't anybody listen to me?
5 reasons, Herb.
Look, big guy. He's already doing Rip on the air. Haven't you heard him lately? I mean, every once in a while, Rip will slip out instead of Johnny. He's taking him over.
Herb, that's nonsense. He has 2 jobs. Now, granted, it gets a little confusing.
I would have to agree with Herb at this point.
Don't agree with me, Les, okay? And why are you even in here?
I've been keeping a very close eye on Dr. Fever lately.
Oh, good.
And I happen to be something of an expert on schizophrenia.
Good.
May I tell you something about it?
No.
A schizoid disorder is when one person exhibits 2 or more distinct personalities. Now, how many of you saw Joanne Woodward in The 3 Faces of Eve? Well, she got all better, but then Sally Field got it in Sybil. How many saw that film?
Les,
Yes, sir?
can I interrupt here for just a second?
I suppose so.
This may be a different thought altogether, but why can't you guys get out of my office? I'm just asking.
Look, big guy, we have got to get Rip on the air here at KRP. We'll make millions, I'm telling you.
Can I get back to the subject at hand?
If the guy is turning into another person, so be it. I say let's help him.
I really believe that Johnny is having a problem. You know, he started going out at night in his Rip costume.
Really?
Yes. And he's starting to refer to Johnny in the 3rd person as if he were somebody else altogether.
Well, look, Les, he's going to snap out of that.
Or get worse, He could develop more personalities.
Good. Maybe we'll find one that plays when he's supposed to.
Rip will. I really think that we should try to help Johnny.
Oh, good.
How?
Well, shock's been known to work.
Shock? Are you not electrical shock?
No, I mean shock like, ha! You know, a sudden surprise or realization.
Do you see what I'm trying to say, Andy?
Yes, I do, Herb. And you're right.
I am?
Yes. Now, firstly, I don't think there's anything seriously wrong with Johnny.
That's because you've been in Columbus.
I like Columbus.
Okay.
And secondly, I think Herb's got a pretty good idea here. Now look, Johnny has played a lot of different characters on the air. Johnny Fever, Johnny Duke, Johnny Style, Johnny Sunshine, Riptide. It's just an on-the-air persona. We can sell out his time at double the rate. You're right, Herb.
Gee, thanks.
My pleasure.
Wait a minute. Herb's right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be darned.
I'll go get him. Fever and I have never really been close, but Rip and I have become pretty good friends.
Herb had a good idea.
Right.
Okay, just checking.
Don't forget, Tubeheads, right after my show, it's Hogan's Heroes. You remember what a ball World War II was. And then you've got the Channel 11 news team with Connie, Bob, Billy, Rhonda, Jean Inez, and Binky with all
Hey,
weather
that's you.
updates.
Yeah.
Then get ready for the most intellectually stimulating half hour on television. Let's make a deal. That's right. It's all happening right here.
How
on
about
your
that?
Fun channel.
I mean, you're there and you're here.
Yeah, it's called videotape, Herb.
7 days a week.
Well, they got the old Ripper doing all their station promos now.
That's great. Look, Mr. Carlson and Andy were wondering if they could meet with the Ripper in Mr. Carlson's office.
Well, I guess he's not too busy, huh?
He's the busiest guy I know.
Yeah. Listen, Herb, stay close to me.
It'll do you a lot of good, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I've been wondering, if we put some money into a condo,
Here he is, the old Ripper.
Hey, John, come on in, pal.
Look, just sit right down here. I've got some coffee for you. How do you take it?
Black, please.
You got it.
Comfortable over there, John?
Yes, sir. How about you?
Me? Oh, yeah, I'm comfortable too, yeah.
All right. Here you go.
No, thanks.
No problem?
Johnny, this Riptide thing, it's pretty phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is, Andy. It really surprised me.
Well, therein lies the reason that... Ha! The reason that Herb wants to talk to you. Go ahead, Herb, take the floor.
Thanks, Andy. John, we've got a great idea, and you're going to love it. And you'll be doing the station a great favor. Now, we want Riptide to come to work for us. Now, what do you think? Just take your time.
I don't like it.
Why?
I don't want him up here.
What are you talking about?
Guy is a creep, Herb.
Tide's you.
No, he's not.
Well, then who is he?
Well, he's a TV guy.
Well, he's a TV guy, John, that we could use here.
Doing what?
Well, how about the morning drive time?
Well, that's Fever's slot.
To hell with him!
What?
I'm, sorry. I forgot who I was talking to.
Let me cut in here a second and say that's a bad idea. I don't want to replace Fever. Let's forget about that. I was suggesting maybe like a one-man team.
Huh?
You know, yeah, you and the Rip.
I work alone, Andy.
Yeah, but you would be working alone, John.
No, I wouldn't. It'd be, you know, he and the Rip.
He is the Rip.
Oh, yeah, sorry, continue.
I see you guys just don't understand. I mean, Riptide is difficult to be around.
I like him.
He's a jerk, Herb. No offense.
None taken.
He doesn't like my apartment. He doesn't like the food I serve him. He doesn't like the way I live, you know?
I'll tell you what he does like, though. He likes young girls. I mean, really young girls. Now, I've tried to talk to him about this, but he just won't listen. And you know why? Because the guy is no good. And as a jock, he's a rank amateur. He can barely tell the difference between Carl Perkins and Elvis Presley. And I'll tell you something else, too. I don't like talking about the guy behind his back. You understand?
Johnny?
Yeah.
That's okay, man. You know, it's bad ideas here all the way around, right? Just forget about the whole thing.
Okay.
I just want to say that it was the program director and me talking. It wasn't me.
John?
Yeah?
Same here. It wasn't Herb talking, it was the sales manager.
Yeah, well, I guess all 8 of us are in agreement. Really sorry about that, Doctor.
What happened, Johnny?
Those guys are really confused. Tried to fire me.
Why?
I don't know. But they think Riptide to be a real ratings booster, you know? Bring in a lot of new listeners. Of course, it would change the complexion of the station completely. Sure, I mean, pretty soon you'd have hundreds and thousands of people dialing in. And the money would be there. I can understand that. I mean, Carlson wanting a little taste of that success that he's never had. Herb would actually be making money at his job. Les would have listeners. Andy. I mean, Andy would finally have a chance to do his thing, you know? I mean, he could really run with something like this. But, I mean, they'd have to live with the fact that the only reason anybody's tuning into this jive station is to dig the old Ripper. And he'd love it. He would, too. And you would, too. You'd be with me all the way to the top, baby. We'd have a different colored mink coat for you for every day of the week. Now, what do you say,
No.
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 No? I know what you're doing. You're just toying with me. It's all right. I'm used to it. I can take it, and I can dish it out. I like your style, Jennifer. I do. I'm crazy about you, baby. Yum, yum, yum.
But I don't like you.
Hey, it's really just me, you know. I mean, we all have a lot of different faces, and I just found this schlemiel inside who's really fighting to get out, that's all.
Rip?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a constant battle for control, you know. It just goes back and forth and back and forth and
Johnny?
back. And, yeah, you know him. The guy's a lameoid. I mean, he's not going anywhere. He's got no direction in his life.
I like him.
Oh, come on, really?
He's my friend.
Don't jibe me, honey.
And I will not have my friends talked about that way.
Well, you never really liked him.
Yes, I really liked him.
I'll take him out to lunch, pick up a few pointers.
Stop it, John. Just stop it.
Okay. I'll give it a try. Not easy. Working in close quarters.
Yeah.
Johnny?
John?
Now, Cincinnati, it's time to get down again with the man who makes us all want to dance, the boss of the beat, Mr. Riptide.
Hey, get some kiddies, all right, it's time to shake the moss off your sorry about this, boys and girls, but the old Ripper just looked at his little ledger here, and this record does not have what it takes to be played on the show, okay? Hey, I'm pretty darn choked up about it myself, kids. Bear with me for a moment. Now, the thing is, you all know that a record's gotta have three things for me to put it on a turntable, huh? It's gotta have a beat, right? Right! And it's gotta have soul, right? Right! And it's gotta be paid for, right? Well, so if any of you want to get in the record business, you just slip the old Rip a cashier's check in his pocket, and guess what? We're in business, okay? Wake up, boys and girls. You don't think the old Ripper plays this because he likes it, do you? Oh, what about you, dear? Do you really like this droid synth music better than real-life rock and roll?
I don't know.
Of course you don't, you poor deprived dear. Why don't you slip back into the Ripper's dressing room after the show? We'll see if we can show you the light, huh? Just kidding, just kidding. Maybe.
Why don't you shut up and play the Village People?
Yeah. Jam it, pizza face.
You want to make something out of it?
Look, kid, around here I crack the whip, you make the trip, okay? All right, now it is called Gotta Dance here, so we gotta dance. Boys dance with boys, girls dance with girls. How about it, huh? Hey, come on, boys and girls. I want to tell you, when you grow up, you'll understand there comes a time when you gotta dance. But
Come in. Well, I assume I'm no longer under contract.
No problem.
Great. I hope we could be friends.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I never want to see you again.
Is that all?
That's all.
Oh, hi, Herb. Hi. You, wanted to see me?
Yes, we did.
Is this a meeting?
Yes.
An important one?
No.
Am I in any trouble?
No.
Well, what's this meeting about?
This meeting is about a very good idea that you've had, Herb.
That I had?
That's right.
Well, hell, let's get on with it. I'm not a guy who likes to waste a lot of time.
Well, Herbert, Andy here tells me that these Dear Abby talk-type shows are really popular.
Yeah, the advice show. Oh, yes, indeed, big guy. These things are sweeping the country. Now, 20 minutes ago, I was talking to crazy Chuck Kaminsky over Big 3K Radio in St. Louis. He told me that they put on one of these Dear Abby sort of things about a month ago. They got 75 calls the first day, 200 in about a week. Then they won their 2 to 3 p.m. time slot. I mean, won it outright, just like that, for the first time in 20 years.
They did.
They did.
They did. That's a miserable time slot for us, too. Now, I think we can take this hour easily with a show like this. I like it, Herb, and I want to do it.
Good.
Hold on just a second now. Wait a minute. Something like that's got to be cleared through me first.
But, big guy, this is...
Okay, it's cleared.
Good. Now, here's what I want to do. If we...
Come in. Mr. Carlson, why not a full 1 hour of news?
Not now, Les.
Yes, sir.
Now, here's what I want to do. I want to find someone like a Dear Abby and Ann Landers. Now, this person does not have to be a psychiatrist or anything. Just someone with good old common sense, all right?
My thinking exactly.
Who have you got in mind?
Oh, I don't know yet, but I'm going to find someone.
Excuse him what, Travinsky? Look, that was my idea. I should find him.
Oh, no, Herb, don't you want this idea to work?
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I think what Andy's trying to say, Herb, is that if you get your incompetent hands on this project, you'll totally destroy what would otherwise be a darn good idea.
Oh. Is that true?
Nah.
Good. Then I'll find the perfect toast. You're gonna love him. And I'll have this show on the air by the end of the week. Herbert R. Tarlick Jr. has spoken.
And, let's see, I did a little family counseling. And, I was employed by the city for a while. Now, that was real interesting.
What got you interested in doing a show like this?
Herb did. We're cousins. First or second cousins, Herb? Okay, fine.
And I used to be a dancer, so I've always been interested in show business. And Herb says I got a real good way with people.
Well, you do.
The guy has all the credentials. I mean, look at this letter. I haven't met the man, but I've got a hunch you're gonna love him. Mr. Van Housen?
Well, good morning, gentlemen. I'm Mr. Van Housen.
Don't you see? I should do the show. Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Well, I worked very briefly in radio before, and I had an advice column for a time, but I gave it up to write my book, You Be You and I'll Be Me.
Oh, you wrote a book?
Yes, and it did quite well, too.
Gee, that's good.
Well, I must admit you're extremely well qualified, and you have a very lovely voice.
Thank you.
I say yes.
Me too.
Good.
Well, let's get going. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to waste a lot of time. Come on, come on.
Well, I'm gonna slip on home, slide into bed, and sleep the day off. Wanna come? Change your mind, give me a call.
Aren't you going to stick around for Ask Arlene?
I think I'm just gonna check her out on the air and see what I think, you know?
Sounds like you've already made up your mind.
I'll tell you something, Jennifer. I am against anything that puts a DJ out of work, and this woman is taking Dean the Dream's slot.
Dean was leaving anyway.
And to what? That is my point. What is Dean leaving to?
He's going to law school.
Huh. That could come in handy. I might need a lawyer someday. Bye.
Excuse me. Where is she?
Who?
Arlene. She in there with the big guy? What time is it?
No, 2:30.
Why don't you ever knock? Why?
I'm sorry, big guy, but I can't find Arlene, and she's on the air in a half hour.
Well, look, just don't panic. I'll get a hold of Travis.
I mean, this is her first show. I thought I'd pick her up and get her here in plenty of time.
Look, just calm down. Travis, get in my office immediately. Oh, this is Mr. Carlson. Don't suppose she drove over here by herself, do you?
No, I told her I'll pick you up at 2 on the dot. She said, yeah.
Gee.
What's that?
Huh? What? That's nothing.
Okay.
A man in my position, Herb, doesn't play with trains.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a child. I'm a hobbyist.
Yes, sir.
Come in.
Arlene is here.
About time.
Show her in.
Mr. Carlson, Herb, I'm terribly sorry.
No problemo, Arlene. Just a minor little mix-up. You know, I'm just very glad you're here. Please sit down.
Thank you. Oh, is that an electric train?
Yes.
No. Well, I mean, he's not a child. He's a... What are you?
I'm a hobbyist.
What is it?
Arlene's here.
What?
Well, I just, thought you'd like to know.
Oh, Arlene. You ready to go on?
Oh, yes, I've been preparing all morning.
Good. Everything's in the go mode. Advertisements in this morning's paper, air promos, intro tapes.
Oh, and it wasn't easy to concentrate either. I got a call this morning from Eddie.
Who?
Eddie. He and I were separated this past Christmas.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right now. It's old business, but still, it does hurt sometimes. You see, I thought that this was going to be the marriage that finally worked. Could I have a glass of water?
Surely.
So, you were married before then, huh?
Oh, yes, 4 times. But I really don't count the first one. We were only married for 2 days.
Here you go.
Thank you. I hardly knew him. I only did it to get revenge on Barry, who had lied to me. Just an aspirin. We never had sex.
Beg your pardon?
In my first marriage.
Oh, good.
Oh, I am still very careful about that. I mean, you can hardly have a relationship with a man today that sex doesn't get in the way. You know what I mean, Mr. Carlson?
Oh, yeah.
Arlene, why don't you just relax, and in a second we'll go into the booth, all right?
Thank you. You know, Eddie had severe problems with my success. He had all the usual male, what do you call it?
Attitudes?
The usual male attitudes to a marriage. Eddie would be in charge. Eddie would dominate. Eddie would make the decisions. Even when he started doing the dishes and making the bed, I knew where he was really coming from. I mean, I knew where he was at, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe Ed was attempting to communicate.
Oh, don't give me that bull.
Sorry.
Communicate? Give me a break.
Mr. Carlson, what time you got there, sir?
It's just about airtime.
Oh, good. I hope Eddie's listening, because I think he's going to know when I'm really talking about him.
Arlene, I wouldn't get too personal now.
I'll be you, you'll be me.
What?
It's your book.
Oh, that piece of trash.
Are you coming?
Are you kidding?
And blow the whole country, oil fields and all, right off the map. But of course, that's just a personal observation. This is Les Nessman saying good day, and may the good news be yours.
Arlene, you look a little sleepy.
She just took an asprin. Come on, Les, get up from there.
Yeah, Arlene, you sit right down here.
What kind of an aspirin?
I don't know, a big pink and blue thing.
Oh.
Arlene, you all right?
Of course I am.
Of course she is.
How many did she take?
Well, I only saw her take one.
Who's that?
I'm Les Nessman. I read your book. Didn't help me any.
All right, Arlene, now, here are the phones. You remember the phones?
Of course I am.
Good.
All right. Here we go.
Void where prohibited.
WKRP, Cincinnati.
And now, it's time for Ask Arlene, a bold new venture in Cincinnati radio listening where you, the listener, call in to Ask Arlene, poignant personal questions, and receive in return poignant personal expert advice from an expert. Expert. And now, here's Arlene.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Arlene. Welcome to my show, and feel free to ask me anything. Our number here is 555 WKRP, and I'd like to see those phones light up as soon as possible.
Jennifer, it was great. You were absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Andy, could I have a cup of coffee?
Bet.
I have never talked so much in my whole life.
Oh, that advice you gave, it was perfect.
Just common sense.
How do you know all that?
I don't know. I read Psychology Today, Field and Stream.
And here you go, Star.
Thank you.
Hey, I heard the last 30 minutes of your show. It was great. You were wonderful. I'm so excited.
How's Arlene?
Oh, she's okay, fine. I took her to emergency ward, and it was nothing but a case of nerves and about 3 Valium. Eddie came and picked her up.
Will she be able to be back tomorrow?
Well, I really don't know.
Well, you better find out.
What for? We've got you.
Now, wait a minute.
Jennifer?
Yes, sir?
There's a pushy salesman sitting in the lobby waiting to see me. I was wondering if you could make him go away.
Yes, sir.
Well, hold it. Wait. Sir, didn't you listen to Ask Arlene? No. Well, Jennifer did the show.
She was great.
I did okay.
I'll handle the salesman. What's he look like?
You?
Good. Dracula meets Frankenstein.
Oh, Venus, did you listen to the show?
Did I hear her? I'd recognize that sexy voice anywhere. You were great, Jennifer. You know, I listened to you for just 10 minutes, and already I've decided to go back to school, lose 50 pounds, and get a sex change operation.
Just how personal do these questions get?
Oh, very personal, Mr. Carlson.
Oh, no.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Carlson. I assure you I'll be back at my desk tomorrow.
Jennifer.
Andy, I'm not going to do it.
Why not?
Because it goes against my basic philosophy of do your job, but don't do too much of it.
Well, look, it would be much more exciting than being stuck in the lobby all day.
I like it out there. We hardly get any calls. Mr. Carlson won't accept visitors. It's quiet. I can read, study a foreign language, occasionally answer a question or two.
See, that's it. Everybody always comes to you for advice. So I say, share your wisdom with the rest of the world.
Oh, come on.
Jennifer, do I ever ask you for anything? No, I don't. Look, I just need you to do this for a while. Just for a while until Herb can find somebody else. That shouldn't take too long, should it, Mr. Carlson, for Herb to find somebody else?
Oh, no, just a matter of days, weeks.
Days? So, come on, what do you say? Just this once?
I say no. Yes, you're on the air.
Arlene, what's the meaning of life?
The cereal or the magazine?
Huh?
We could take out Iraq, too. Then later apologize and say it was a typographical error. But of course, that's just a personal observation. This is Les Nessman saying good day and may the good news be yours. And now stay tuned for Ask Arlene.
What to do about foot odor?
How's the Mad Bomber today?
Good, thank you. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Les. Oh, thank you. Ooh.
Jennifer, I was wondering if I could ask your advice about something.
All righty.
Why don't you call her on the phone like everybody else does?
This is personal.
What is it, Les?
Johnny,
Yeah.
cover your ears. It has to do with one coming to grips with one's own nudity.
Les, perhaps we could discuss this at a later date.
You promise?
Arlene promises.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Sure, Les, and good luck with that problem. I tell you, I feel so much closer to you now, Jennifer. I mean, now that we're colleagues, we're both broadcast personalities, announcers. We had a tour together, you know?
What would we tour?
Army bases, little overnight stays.
Wait a minute. Something is wrong.
What?
Something is missing here.
Sorry, Arlene. Running a little late today.
Hello, this is Arlene. You're on.
Arlene, I got a problem, but I don't want to use my real name.
Oh, that's okay.
So just call me Joan.
Okay. What's your problem, Joan?
Who?
Well, you are Joan, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Anyway, Arlene, what do you do with a husband who's always running around with other women?
Have your lawyer chat with him.
Oh, okay.
Hi, this is Arlene. You're on.
Arlene, this is Betty. I've been engaged to a man 3 months, and I just found out he has a wooden leg. Should I break it off?
Oh, I don't think so. Hello, you're on.
Arlene, I don't have a question for you. I just want to say I thank God for you.
Well, that's very nice, but not necessary. Hello, you're on.
Say, Arlene, this is Joe. How's a guy get rid of really problem dandruff?
I wouldn't know, Herb.
It's Joe.
Well, Joe, we have to go to a commercial now.
Shirley, I'd love to hear one.
Say, how does a guy get rid of really problem dandruff?
Hello.
Hello, Arlene. This isn't Joan again?
Oh, hi.
You told me to get a lawyer to chat with my goonball husband who's been fooling around with every other woman in Cincinnati?
I remember.
Well, I've taken your advice. But I don't know how to tell Bob I'm leaving. Of course, Bob isn't his real name either.
Well, Joan, I'd tell him as soon as possible. I'd look him right straight in the eyes and say, Bob, you're out. And that's the way it is, February 8th, 1981.
Arlene, this is Earl.
Oh, hi, Earl.
I just want to tell you that my wife and I are getting along great since I talked to you. Thank you.
Well, good.
And she stopped carrying the pistol.
Oh, that's great, Earl. Hello?
Arlene,
Yes?
everybody in my office says I'm difficult to get along with because I can never admit I'm wrong. What do you think?
Maybe they're right.
What do you know?
You said a couple of days. It's been 64 of them. 64 does not a couple make.
Yeah, but you're doing so well.
How long does it take Herb to find somebody?
He's giving it everything he's got.
That's what I was afraid of. Andy, I don't want to be the advice lady for the rest of my life.
Look, how about just for the next 10 years?
How about just for the next 10 minutes?
10 days.
5 days.
Deal.
2 days.
5.
Deal.
Well, what you worried about? You're making a lot of new friends.
That's what I'm worried about. Coming out. Hello, you're on.
I just want to say that I don't make a move without you.
Oh, please don't do that. Live your own life. And remember, I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I'm just the advice lady. Yes.
Arlene, do you think I'm fat?
You look okay to me.
Arlene, this is Arlene.
Oh, hello, Arlene. This is Arlene.
Arlene, I just want you to know that Eddie and I are back together again.
Oh, that's great, Arlene.
Bye, Arlene.
Bye, Arlene. Hello, this is Arlene.
Arlene, hello. This isn't Joan again?
Oh, hello.
Remember you told me to tell Bob I was leaving him?
I did?
Well, I told him. Last night.
And?
He hit me.
I can't hear you.
He beat me up, Arlene. And I don't know what to do. Arlene.
Listen, don't worry about it. Herb's gonna find somebody today. He's only been on the case for 194 days.
Hello, WKRP. Mr. Carlson? Oh, he's not in. Guy's never in.
We probably should just forget the whole thing.
I just wish Jennifer was back here. Oh, I just don't like sharing Jennifer with other people. Hello, WKRP. Travis. No, he's not in. No, the guy's never in. You know, it was all Herb's idea.
No, it wasn't. It was mine.
Gentlemen, Arlene has just resigned. Johnny's filling in.
Well, now, wait a minute, Jennifer. You promised me...
With Bailey's help, I just got a caller in touch with a center for battered women.
Well, I mean, that's good.
Except she probably wouldn't have gotten battered were it not for my cute flip off-the-cuff advice.
Well, now, wait a minute, Jennifer. You can't take responsibility for something like that.
Why not?
Well, because we talked you into this. I mean...
You don't understand, Andy. I kind of liked it. I enjoyed it. Do you think I would have done that day after day if I hadn't? Does that sound like me? So, now I'm going to take my little seat right out here in the lobby and keep my big mouth shut.
Oh, no, Jennifer. Don't do that.
Why not?
Because you can't just shut yourself off.
Why not?
Because I need you.
I don't want people to need me.
Oh, yes, you do. You want me to need you. And I'll tell you something else, young lady. If you hadn't been on that phone, that woman probably wouldn't have gotten the help that she needed from you and Bailey. And do you really think that a radio show has anything at all to do with a man who batters women?
Would you gentlemen please excuse me, because I think I'm going to cry now, and I don't want anybody to see me do that.
Yeah, of course. Jennifer, would you come in here, please?
Mr. Carlson.
Look, I need you.
What's wrong?
My train's broken.
No. Patricia, you're wrong.
Well, I just don't know what I'm going to do about it.
Right. Wait a second. Would you just listen to me, please?
Oh, all right.
Okay, because you don't want to look like a fool, right?
No.
Right? Okay. So now listen very carefully because I'm not always going to be here to help you, okay? You always want to start on these things from the outside, and that'll lead you just naturally, organically into those inner areas, and that's where all the real action is, you dig? Now, what's furthest out is the salad fork and the soup spoon. Then the teaspoon, okay?
Which side?
It's on the right. The big fork is on the inside left, and the dessert spoon is above.
Above what? Why don't have to
All right, Pat, Patricia. I tell you what, put the napkin over your head and eat with your hands, okay? We got a lot of calls.